The Evatronics 10.1 screen Wi-Fi digital photo frame ET1H006. Hello, welcome back to Twins Reviews. Today we are reviewing the Evatronics digital photo frame. Let's get into it.
Alright, let's unbox it. The digital frame from Evatronics comes in a pretty unique box. I really like the design, and there's me. But pretty much on the top you get the frame. It just comes from the top here, and then you get these two manuals. We chug those right out. And you get two cables with the power brick, and of course the stand that you can mount the monitor with. Pretty cool stuff. A DC cable and then a micro USB.
Alright, before we get into today's video, I just want to say thank you so much to Evatronics for sending us this digital photo frame. It's pretty cool. We're going to talk all about it in this video, but first, make sure you like the video and subscribe down below so you don't miss any more videos from us.
Like always, we're going to be giving our honest opinions. They did send it to us, but you know, we can give our honest opinions about it. On Amazon right now, links in the description, you can get this for a base price of $140. But that is kind of expensive. I think there is a 40% discount code that you can apply using the Amazon thing, so cut that in half, you're looking at about $70, $80. 140 is a bit expensive for this, but we'll talk about the features and honestly whether you should buy it or not.
Yeah, I think this is something that you could only recommend to a certain person, so you know, watch the whole video to see who that is, and yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so first things first, this is quite a large frame, but it is a frame, so it's gonna be pretty large. You don't want a frame to be small. You can use this little lever that you can put on the back to connect it this way, or you can connect it this way, and it can stand either vertically or horizontally.
Now the screen itself is actually pretty good and the display is very nice. However, we were using it and the fingerprints are pretty bad. Like you can probably see, like I tried to clean it a little bit and obviously I could do a better job. But you are going to need something like, you know, one of these to wipe it down because it is touchscreen. And, you know, when you're uploading and selecting photos, you know, you're gonna need to use that, but fingerprints aren't really good looking on your screen. Yeah. So definitely gonna need to be cleaning this.
Or you could use like one of those iPad swiper tools, I guess, if it doesn't come with it or anything, but if you could get one, or if you have one, you could put it to good use with this thing. Now I wanna talk about how to connect this device to your phone. Basically, a simple version is you gotta connect this to the Wi-Fi first. You should connect it to the Wi-Fi, otherwise it's not gonna work. And then you have an app called VPhoto. On Android, I think it's called VPhoto, and I think on Apple it's also called VPhoto. Just download that, and you can basically use a QR code that pops up in there once you connect to the Wi-Fi. You scan that, or put the code in, and it adds your phone app to this. So it basically links them together, and then through there you could send videos and photos and then put them on a slideshow. We have not connected it right now because the wire is too short to reach the PC, but if we had a PC we could connect the wires right there.
Yeah, so let me talk about these ports real quick and what you get with the ports. You get the power port, which is the DC in right here. You also get a micro USB to USB-A, which can also act as power. And then there's also an SD card slot. You don't get any SD cards or anything like that. And it's actually a little bit false because it's a TF card slot, which I believe stands for trans flash, and that is different to an SD card. We tried to put an SD card and play some files off of it, did not work. So if you're expecting that, you know, either we did something wrong or it doesn't work. But like he said with the phone app, that's probably the most convenient way to transfer photos and videos to this frame.
You can also do it with an email. I do not recommend that way because it's more of a hassle, but I guess if you don't want to get the app, there is a way to do it with the email. I'm not going to mention it because it's just not as good as just using the app by itself. So I suggest you just go with the app. Now, I do want to say the ports are short, as I mentioned, but you do get a power port, which is kind of cool because
the power brick, yeah. A lot of companies stopped sending those, and it really pisses me off, but these guys put like the power brick. I'll show you what it is. This thing right here with the little USB. Most companies just started sending the USB.
There is no on and off button on here. You just plug it in and it works, and you plug it out and it stops working. There is a way to get music on here. I have not figured it out. I have no idea how to put music on here. I tried to do it through my phone, but for some reason it doesn't allow access to MP3 files from your phone. We tried it with the SD card, didn't work. Can't make it work on my computer, so I'm lost on the music, but videos do work. The resolution itself is decent. It's 1280 by 800, if I'm remembering that correctly. So it's not the greatest, but it's not horrible. Like, for this size, I think you could definitely get a good image resolution.
It's definitely a very clear display for something like this. So, you know, you're getting pretty crispy images on this. As for the videos, yes, you can play videos, and you have a speaker here on the back. And the speaker is not that great, unfortunately, so you're not gonna be able to really jam out to any bangers. But if you have like some piano background music, like let's say you have family background, like family pictures, and you have some like stock like piano music, it can do the job, but honestly, like, it's not great.
There's no low end on the speaker, or, well, there's barely any low end, because, you know, obviously with a speaker like this, you're not getting super good sound quality. I don't think that's the expectation here. This is more for images rather than audio. So
what type of person would we recommend something like this? Well, we thought about it, we kind of talked, and usually you kind of see people that have like small businesses or something in their offices, or like a hair salon, and they'll have this like with, you know, like different styles, I guess, so that you don't have to have like physical like books or booklets or magazines or anything. Personally, for me, I am not going to be using something like this. If you have like a really cool like family-oriented like design, maybe like in your living room, let's say, and you really want to have just flip through family photos, also not a bad shout. I actually really like how the frame looks itself compared to other frames that I saw on Amazon. This is one of the better looking ones. Maybe I would have preferred if it was black, but you know, dark blue gives it a little bit of character.
Yeah, so I think the type of person that's gonna be wanting to use something like this is, you know, a small business owner that wants to kind of make their place look cooler.
Real estate. If someone's working in real estate, maybe not a bad thing.
Real estate, as you said, hair salon, or just living room family photos. Yeah, you do need to plug this into somewhere, so you have to have a power outlet for it to work. So make sure you do that. If you're gonna set it up in a living room, make sure there's a power outlet.
I think that's pretty much it for the price. $140, I think that's too much, in my personal opinion. If you're getting below the $100 mark, then I could maybe justify a purchase for something like this. I would honestly, like, if you can't get the price below, like around 80 bucks or below, I don't know, but obviously I'm not really the target audience for this, I don't think. So I can't really make too much of a justified decision, but if I was looking at $140, this might be overkill for me. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely think that I'm also not the target audience for it, and as he said, probably $80 and below, that's where you could kind of justify that. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe as well, because we got more stuff coming soon. Some very cool stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.